Before you'll ever stand a chance of achieving your long-term goals, you've got to set the right course for the year ahead. We kick off day 2 with 1-year goals. And on your road to success, you'll find that there are 2 types of annual goals. You'll have your standard objectives and your overarching medium-term goal, or your OMG. Let's take a closer look at each one, starting with standard objectives. For each of your key metrics like revenue, profit, and production, set a numerical target. Keep in mind that you should have between 3 and 7 metrics as a company. Now, these numerical targets are your standard objectives. Your standard objectives should have a little bit of stretch in them, but you should achieve them 100% of the time. You don't want to inflate your sales goal by 20%, invest in the capacity to handle the increase, and then come up short. You'll be left worse off than if you hadn't set the goal in the first place. In other words, don't be optimistic. You had your chance to scratch the optimism itch in your mission, vision, 10 and 3-year goals. Now it's time to be a bit more realistic. If you've grown by 10% for the last 3 years, you could set a goal of 12%, but it would likely be foolish to set a goal for 50% growth. Let me repeat that. Don't be optimistic. My team and I got ourselves into more trouble with goals by being too optimistic and setting the bar too high than we did by being too realistic and setting the bar too low. Especially in the beginning, give yourself a few easy wins. Let your goal-setting processes gain momentum before you go swinging for the fences. Now, I promise, slow and steady always wins the goal-setting process race. If all you accomplish during this time is to set your standard objectives, you will have made significant progress. If you don't get to your OMG in your first offsite, don't sweat it. You'll have plenty of things to take action on. Now let's talk about the OMG, the overarching medium-term goal. Now you're going to look at the major year-long projects and pick one of them, the most important one. And this is one of the most powerful tools for a leader looking to speed up momentum, as can be seen in its repeated use by virtually every titan of corporate goal setting. It's the wildly important goal from 40X, it's the objective from OKRs, it's the thematic goal from the table group, and it's the single preeminent goal from Les McEwen. You'll find a link for each one in the description below.